This is the PowerTrip external battery pack from PowerStick.com. Hi, Dan for Gear Diary. We've looked at a lot of external battery packs. The other day, we looked at one from Bracketron that adds a solar panel to the battery. Today, we're looking at another external battery pack that has a huge capacity and also has a solar panel so that you can charge it on the go. It is the PowerTrip. It comes from PowerStick.com. And it has an MSRP of $99. So let's open up the box and take a look at what's inside. This has actually been out for a couple of years. The new feature that they're offering with it, however, is the ability to customize the top of it. So I actually sent this picture of our lake house, and they actually had it printed right onto the battery. So let's take a look at what's inside. So inside the package, you get the battery itself. We'll come back to that. You get a nice little carrying bag. You get a USB to 30-pin dock connector. I don't know who uses those anymore. A USB to micro USB cable and a USB to mini USB cable. So you get all of these cables inside, which is very, very nice of them, but you don't get a cable for actually charging the battery. That's for a good reason, as we will see in a moment. So the battery itself is a it's a large, square, boxy battery. It actually is very, very well built. It's plastic with a tiny bit of creak, but it feels very, very solid in the hands. I sent them this picture, which was a stylized picture of the lake house, and they printed it on there and had it to me within 2 days, I think. And it's really kind of neat because it does make this a very custom external battery pack. But it also means that if you want to get your gear-loving graduate or your gear-loving father or mother an external battery, and you want to do something that's a little more than just giving them something functional, this lets you do something custom that they will really come to appreciate because it really has that extra added bit of personalization and that extra bit of thought that went into it. The battery itself is a 5,700 milliamp hour battery, so that's a really nice sized battery. And the $99 MSRP is pretty much in the ballpark of what we've seen for battery packs that size. You can certainly get them cheaper, but not with the features this has. So let's take a look around the battery because this is an external battery with a lot going on. So there's nothing over here. Over here, you've got a USB port. The USB port can be used for numerous functions. It is primarily where you're going to connect your cable for your device and charge your device up, but there's something else that this can be used for. We'll come back to that in a moment. Over here, you get the PowerTrip name right here. You get a fuel gauge when it's turned on, and you get the on-off button. So if we push the button and we turn on the battery, hopefully you can see that on camera. It shows that it shipped with about half the capacity filled already, and then you can simply turn it off. Here on the back, you get the solar panel. It's about the same size as the one that we saw on the Bracketron external battery pack. A little bit smaller perhaps, but it's right there. Plus you get built-in US 110 pins for charging. So this is one of those battery packs that you do not need an extra cable to charge the battery. You simply can put it in the sun, or you can plug it into a wall outlet, and when you're done, it just snaps into place and you're good to go and on your way. So a few other details about this. It can receive its full charge from the wall socket, but you can also do it using the solar power. It does not indicate how long it takes for the solar charge to fill up the battery. We're going to have to test that, but I would assume that because it's a little smaller and the battery is about twice as big as the one that Bracketron is offering, that it's going to take at least 10 hours, if not more, but we will try to do a test on that and get back to you with those details. It is a wall charger as well, so you can plug your device in when this is plugged in and use this as if it were simply your wall charger, which is also a really nice feature. So this is serving a lot of purposes, a lot of masters at the same time. It's safe for mobile devices as it has a micro-controlled processor that is going to ensure that the battery is only providing the amount of charge that the device connected to it requires. So you can feel confident that your device is not going to get overcharged and fried, which is also really, really important. Now, there's one other thing that's unusual about this battery pack. It actually can double as a USB flash drive. So it's available with either 4, 8, or 16 gigabytes of memory inside. This is a 4 gigabyte storage capacity on this particular battery. Now, 4 gigabytes isn't a lot, but it is a really nice way to have a few files that you might always want to have with you, but you don't necessarily want on your mobile device, you can download them to this using that USB port, and you can use it that way. And it'll always be with you. Now, obviously, if you go up to the 16 gigabytes of storage, you're going to be even in better shape because you're going to have that extra capacity. Now, personally, I don't see using the flash storage on this all that much, but I do see using this battery in light of the fact that it brings all of the best features of external batteries and brings them together. It has decent capacity, 5,700 milliamp hours. It has the AC wall adapter so that you don't need a cable to charge it. It has the solar panel, and it also has a really good indicator so you know how much charge is left. A very, very compelling device that's also nicely personalized. This is the PowerTrip from PowerStick. MSRP starting at $99. It's available now. We will have a link to purchase it in the notes below. We'll have a full written review over on Gear Diary. Please consider taking a moment before you leave to subscribe to our channel. We would be most grateful. This is Dan from Gear Diary. Thanks very much for watching.